Welcome to Movie Damage, and we're so glad you decided to make us part of your day. And we've just watched the mega blockbuster, well, it's going to be Captain America Civil War. This is an awesome movie. So Captain America Civil War is loosely based on the comic of the same name by Marvel, and basically you've got two factions of the same team. If you've watched any of the previous Marvel movies, you know that Captain America and Tony Stark's Iron Man, they've been butting heads a little bit over the years, but everything's coming to a absolute, it's coming to its end. And basically these two are paired off against each other, forcing all the Avengers and a lot of other heroes to choose sides. What side are they going to be on? Are they going to be on Tony Stark's side, or are they going to be on Captain America's side? Now, there's good reasons why these characters have to choose what side. It's not a simple, oh, he did this, he did that. They're taking a lot of the backstories of the previous Marvel movies, and which has led up to this conflict which has been brewing for a long time. And as I said, neither side is 100% right and neither side is 100% wrong. But as a result of this clash, catastrophes in the air. Now, that's a bit of a basic plot about it. I don't want to go into any more of it because I don't want to give any spoilers away in this particular video. But we'll now talk about the star-studded cast in this movie. And I'm going to end up missing a few of the people because there was just so many in this movie, and everybody had their part. They played it very well, and everything added to the movie. It didn't actually seem like it was too crowded in there. Everything seemed to actually play off itself. Now, obviously, we've got to start with the first person in this movie, Chris Evans, who plays the title role Captain America. And the more I see of Chris Evans in this role, he was born to be Captain America. He really was. He's grown as a character. He's growing into this individual, into this hero. And I can't knock him at all. Next to him in the second main role would be Tony Stark's Iron Man, played by Robert Downey Jr. Now, these two characters play off each other wonderfully. They really do. As I said, this tension which has been building from previous movies, as I said, has come to a head. Both sides are wrong, both sides are right, and maybe one side's a little bit more right than the other, but that's just because of the way the movie plays out. Now, the reasons why these people are coming to a head are basically set up by this character called Zemo, who's played by Daniel Bruhl. And if anything, I think that this character was probably underutilized, because I did like his reasons for trying to bring this conflict into the Avengers team. I thought that he did a really good job in the small parts he did. I think because of his motivation, they could have actually played off that just a little bit more, but that's just a minor concern. Now let's get into a few more of the characters. Scarlett Johansson reprised the role of Black Widow. As always, lovely. She was really, really good in this movie, but she's been good in every single one of them that I've seen so far, so I can't knock her for that. You had Sebastian Stan, who plays Bucky Barnes, and he is integral to this movie. He really is, and he does a really, really good job. Another person, Anthony Mackie, Falcon, fantastic. And I'd really like the sort of friendship, but yet animosity that there is between Falcon and Bucky. It added a bit of humour to the movie, and I really appreciated how they played off each other in it. Don Cheadle, who plays War Machine, was really good as Iron Man's second man. Jeremy Renner plays Hawkeye again, very good. A big note is Chadwick Boseman, who plays Black Panther, and he is a major character in this movie, no doubting whatsoever. And his motivations for why he's doing the things that he does is integral to the storyline. And without giving any spoilers away, he is really good. I'm looking forward to the new Black Panther movie that should be coming out in the next few years, and I can't wait to see him play more, because as I said, he was fantastic in this role. Paul Bettany also plays Vision, and him and Scarlet Witch actually play off a lot of play off each other, and Scarlet Witch is obviously played by Elizabeth Olsen. There's a bit of a setup there which could play out in the next few movies, so we'll have to see where that goes. Paul Rudd again as Ant-Man added fantastic comedy to this movie, but it wasn't in-your-face comedy. It was subtle, it was really well placed, really well done. I really liked it. Another big one to actually talk about is everybody's favourite Spider-Man, and that is Tom Holland, and he did a really good job. I was really impressed. He wasn't used overly much in this movie. He's not like a major character, but he was used very well. So I don't want to go into any more of the actual characters because there was just so many. Everybody played really well, so I'm just going to note those ones because as I said, everybody played their part, added to the story, and it was really good. Now, what was good about this movie? Well, again, I could be talking like I was talking about The Stars just then, because I could go on forever almost about what is good about this movie. But we'll just start with the action. This is probably the best action Marvel movie to date, and I can't knock it for that. The action scenes are fantastic. The choreograph is brilliant. The special effects, how they've added them into the movie, was done really well, so I've got to really give it that. Another note is the turmoil between Captain America and Iron Man. Now, as I said, this has been brewing for a few movies now, but everything really comes to a head in this one, and it's done really well. And that's why I liked how Zemo sort of set this all up. Some people say Zemo was a bit of a throwaway character, but I think that personally he was underutilized more than anything. I think his motivations in this movie were very well thought out, and I think it did actually add to the movie overall. Spider-Man obviously was really good in this movie, added some good comedy. The way they've used Ant-Man, as I said before, brilliant. As I said, there's so much good stuff to talk about in this movie, so it's hard to actually really stem down and just basically give, oh, this was good. So much is good in it, it's hard to actually list them all. As I said before, the introduction of Black Panther was brilliantly done, and so I've got to give it that. Also, the balance in this movie. This is something I really have to give credit to the Russo brothers who've directed this movie. They really know how to balance a movie. They know how to balance the comedy with the action, with the storyline. Everything was molded together. You didn't feel lost overall, especially if you've seen the previous movie. You might have a bit of a hard time sort of getting into it if you were like not a follower of the Marvel movies, and that's probably my only real complaint about this movie. And it's not a complaint, it's just saying if you haven't seen some of the previous ones, there are certain things that you'd be watching it going, I'm a bit lost. But overall, I think even somebody who hasn't watched the previous movies could go into this with a fresh base and really enjoy it all the same. And I think it would probably encourage people who haven't seen the previous movies to go back and actually watch the whole lot running through. So that was what I really appreciated about this movie. Also, the characters, I liked the emotions that was driving these characters. As I said, a movie which has so many characters in it and so many big stars, it would sometimes get into a bit of a quagmire, but every character lifted the storyline and promoted it to the next level, to the next scene. It wasn't jarring at all, so that was the real good thing. Onto the bed, as I said, I think Zemo was a bit underutilized, a bit thrown away towards the end. But and I think that the payoff was a bit of a downer with him, considering his motivation for doing the things he did. But as I said, that's a minor complaint, and it is a really minor complaint. So let's get into what I'm going to rate this movie. And basically, I'm going to give this a 9.5. This is probably my second favourite of all of the Marvel movies so far. I'm going to probably say that Captain America Civil War is my favourite, but this one is just below it. And I mean just below it. This is probably, yeah, and that's not taking away from it whatsoever, because Winter Soldier set such a high standard for these movies that it's hard to even compare. That this movie has just come in a smidgen, and I mean a smidgen under it. So a 9.5 is my actual overall mark for this movie. If you haven't seen it, get out there, check it out. You'll love it. If you have seen it, leave a comment, let us know what you thought about it, and you can always subscribe or press the like button. So I'll see you next time, hopefully, and until then, peace out.